Good morning. So we have just finished our Friday morning live workouts, quiz morning, and I would like to say magic, but yeah, not really sure if it comes across as magic or just stupidity. As I've got a ball there, if I just think about it really quickly, it turns into a square. I mean, that's amazing. Morning, Kim. So, what I wanted to talk about is what a nutritionist eats in a day, because sometimes I get asked quite a lot, and this might surprise you, because you'll see nutritionist, by the way, isn't a registered term. And what I mean, it's not a protected term, okay? The problem with this is you can go to university, do postgrad research, you could do 5 years of 10 years of studying, and you can register with governing bodies as a nutritionist, as I have, yet someone can do a 2-week course and still call themselves a nutritionist. Interesting. So that's probably why you see so many different opinions out there, and everyone can be a nutritionist. So what I might say might surprise some of you, because there's no chia seeds, there's no sunflower seeds, there's no lemon water. Not that there's any problem with those things, but sometimes they are unfortunately overhyped, and actually there's just no research behind them. And I wouldn't ever suggest something that, my philosophy here is do no harm first. That's the key thing. Morning, Caroline. Morning, Diane. So, morning, Nikki. I'm going to go over what I ate yesterday and what I'm going to eat today, because sometimes people actually find it quite useful. I had a few questions, as I said, about what do you just eat? I know you post some stuff on your Instagram story, but I only see snippets. So, yesterday morning, I was doing outside sessions yesterday, so starts a little bit earlier. Now, so what I had was a smoothie in the morning. So the smoothie was protein powder, so vanilla flavoured protein powder. I put some fresh spinach in there, frozen banana, a little bit of milk, the rest water. I blitzed that up and I was good to go. That actually kept me going, because I was busy / it is quite filling, all the way till lunchtime. Locked up till lunch, as they say, with the breakfast bars. However, interesting thing, the study in the breakfast bar that they use compared breakfast bars with yogurt and fruit compared to just a breakfast, just the yogurt. So it was yogurt, fruit, and a breakfast bar. Of course, one's going to keep you more full up than the other. You ate more. Anyway, issue with that study. So then for lunch, I had mackerel with a little bit of salad. Really simple. I absolutely love, this is a weird thing maybe for some. I always find that people either love that or hate that. Mackerel and olive oil is literally my favourite food. Throughout lockdown, it was literally sold out everywhere. And I was like, thinking my omega-3 intake has taken a plunge here. So mackerel and olive oil, now I've got it back. I'm loving it again. It's so easy and quick. And it's one of those foods that really fills me up. Really fills me up. So then for dinner, so I had a hot chocolate after that. Always good to, that kind of settles me a bit if I have a sweet tooth. I also like drinking sparkling water. And that's nothing to do with anything other than if I'm a bit peckish and then I have some sparkling water, maybe even put a slice of lemon in that. But some sparkling water, I'm then like, yeah, actually I'm full up. Try it. Have a glass of sparkling water after your dinner. If you're a bit unsure whether you're hungry, you're probably not. If you're after a certain taste, you're probably not actually hungry. That's why I go for the hot chocolate. My hot chocolate I made, I either use an options one, like the low calorie one, or I make it myself. Cocoa powder, cinnamon, a little bit of milk, make a taste, make a paste, make a taste, and then fill it up with boiling water, and I'm good to go. And that hits me, magnesium. Also interesting, I wonder if you had really high doses of magnesium, things like spinach, things like avocado, dark chocolate, whether you would still have the same craving. Magnesium's an interesting thing. Cramps, headaches, migraines. Anyway, you could supplement with it. In the evening last night, we have been a little bit, having been away last week, we were a bit like not as planned as normal. However, we had chipolatas in the freezer. Chipolatas are great because I'll eat the same amount of chipolatas than I do sausages, yet they're like half the size, half the calories. They're always a good thing. So we had a bit of a spread. Now the kids love having a spread, okay? The kids absolutely love it. Like, they eat such a range of foods when we put it all in the middle compared to if I just give them a meal. Because they're like, I might not feel like that, I might not feel like that. They kind of, you know, if you think of kids, they don't really have much control in their life, right? They can't even really decide what pair of socks they wear, to an extent. Toddlers I'm on about. However, or when they do X, Y, Z. However, food is something that they can control. Obviously, they can pick their clothes and stuff now, but so when I find I give them choice, they'll eat such an range of foods, especially because they're watching me, right? So if they love mussels, they love like mackerel. They weren't born like that, right? If they see someone else eating it, they're going to want to try it at least. And I think if you do have fussy eaters as well, I think a good thing to do is to put their familiar foods, but just put them in the middle and let them help themselves. You might get, after a week or a month even, that they just try something else, especially if they see you eating it all the time. And I found that with kippers. So one morning I had kippers, everyone else had a fry-up. I eat fry-ups quite a lot, we're actually going to have one this morning. It keeps me full for ages, and I'm on a first aid course today, COVID style. So I want to be full up for a while. And what's quite interesting about this is when we've got everything in the middle, so I had kippers, they've got a fry which they love, the beans and sausages they absolutely love. Yeah, then they're after my kippers, and I'm thinking, I'm not sure whether I would have given them kippers, whether they would have been that satisfied with it. But it's having that control, that choice. So anyway, going back to last night's dinner, chipolatas, we had halloumi, we had peppers, we had olives, we had cucumber. However, because I was making it and put it in the middle, the kids were starving, and this is so true about eating when you're hungry. They went and ate all the olives, all the cucumber, all the carrot sticks. So it then looked really weird because we had then there was no veg left for me. So then I was like, right, I need to do peas and carrots. So then I just did peas and carrots. We had halloumi, it's random dinner, I guess. Halloumi, chipolatas, peas and carrots. I think we had some artichokes on the side, really like cupboard stuff. But the picky dinners go down really well. So that was dinner. Then again, later on, I had another hot chocolate, similar with the cocoa powder, cinnamon in on there. So you could say that was quite a high calorie dinner, and because halloumi is quite high in calories, but it's also good protein. So it actually keeps me full up. So there's a difference here is what I want to talk about, in that you've got to weigh up between, some people will have such a low calorie meal, they do so well at meals that they then need to snack. And if you consider that most snack options are moreish, delicious, high in processed sugar and fats, made to be convenient and easy to store, easy to eat, so they often don't have much water in, because water is obviously going to spoil, and if you've got spoiled food, it's not going to last that long, it's going to be mouldy. So it's designed to sit on a shelf, which is fine, not saying anything wrong with it, but it's often not that filling. And actually a lot of these foods are designed to get the right sugar, salt, fat, feel in your mouth to hit that dopamine. Hence why once you pop, you can't stop. So if you consider that sometimes we're focusing on cutting out a jacket potato at a meal, and that can work. However, if it means you're snacking, like you're then snacking a lot because you're starving hungry, it might be that you want to look at your meal. Can I increase my protein intake? Could I have carbs at that meal and actually be okay with that? But just make a new rule for myself that I'm 3 meals and done. 3 meals and done. Or 3 meals, I'm going to have one snack of 300 calories, whatever I want. Give myself permission to have that. So I hope that helps. Just wanted to go through that. This morning we are having 2 leftover chipolatas. We have eggs and beans. So that, like I said, that will keep me full because I'm on a course today. So that will keep me full for a long time. And yeah, yesterday I've just realised I didn't eat any eggs, which is very rare for me. Eggs, research shows, subconsciously reduces food intake. So when people are given eggs for breakfast, they just subconsciously ate less. There was nothing about diet involved or anything, but people just ate fewer calories because they were more full up. There's a little tip for you this morning if you're wondering what to have for breakfast. Yeah. So I hope that helps. We have our next 28-day kickstart starting next week. There's a flexible start date. You can do this in person now as well. We have Marlborough and Devizes starting up soon. Marlborough starting already. So or you can do it all from home, as we have done this morning. Any questions, let me know, and make a great day.